Indonesian block. So you're not even allowed to have this in Indonesia because of pornography and blasphemy.
Oh yeah, because Indonesia's all about fighting blasphemy. That's the big thing.
Whoa! This is a social media?
Yeah.
I would assume it's a form of social media.
That's what I'm saying.
So you have an actual user ID.
You have like an account and everything, and you put your stuff up. That's what I was saying. It was like Instagram, where like you have like an account and like it shows up on there.
Actually, though.
So you take a video of you singing to a song, and then someone else grabs your video and mixes it with their video.
I think so.
That's
I don't know.
That's
probably
meta.
one option.
That's meta, dude. Why didn't we think of TikTok? Oh yeah,
because
it's
weird.
fucking stupid.
Well, also because it was already a thing.
This is so weird.
Dude, that's so fucking convoluted. I don't understand that.
The top TikTok user has 31.5 million followers.
Who is he? Who is he or she?
Is it the unit?
It better be the unit.
No, it definitely is.
It's two chicks named Lisa and Lena Mantler.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Lisa and Anne, and that would have been way funny. That would have been way better.
They have 31.5 million followers.
If this wasn't the Spook podcast, I would say
fuck this YouTube shit.
Yeah, no, let's just do TikTok, make money.
Yeah.
We just have to do videos of. We could do ironic stuff. I bet we'd be famous.
Yeah, most likely.
Instantly.
The top.
We're not funny.
It would also be The only thing is we're not 12.
Yeah. Also, we're not 12, so we'd be fucking actually like foaming at the mouths of torture, just trying to like make a single video.
Oh.
All right, let's fucking get.
Yeah, no,
serious,
we just started since the sync test. This is it now.
No, it's not.
No, that whole thing was in the cast.
It has to be, yeah. No, well, welcome to the SpookyCast, everyone.
This 2 minutes of
This is
TikTok.
our Halloween podcast.
Yeah,
we didn't even say TikTok in the recording.
No, I did. I said it.
You did?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they knew. They had to know at some point. So today we're going to be recording our Halloween podcast, and it's me, Matthew, Justin, Antonio, and Diaz.
Spooky.
It's spooky Schmello. So we got some fun Halloween themed things on the docket here today, but the first one was TikTok. So I mean, I guess we really
It wasn't. Okay.
It's pretty spooky.
It is scary.
It's just terrifying.
If you wake up and the absolute unit is staring down at you, it's over.
It's over.
He's taking your soul.
Your soul's gone, dude. It's been sucked out of you.
To be fair, though, the gravitational force of him would just suck you into his black hole.
It wouldn't even suck your soul. It just
suck
your whole body.
Over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Especially your cock.
Spaghettification.
You get spaghettied instantly.
Yeah.
He actually has holes in his body. That's multiple. That you get fucking funneled through and turned into different bits of spaghetti.
Jesus.
Spaghettini.
Spaghetti. Alright.
So what is the first thing we're going to talk about?
Yeah,
I'm looking at this.
Talk about?
I'm looking at this. So okay, we'll go with this.
Half of our things on the docket have question marks after them. So it's like, are we even gonna?
All right, okay. So we'll go with this real quick.
Movies?
What did you guys dress up as for Halloween?
I was fucking bored.
Because right now it is Halloween, and we're recording this a little bit in advance. So what are you guys going to dress up as for Halloween, or for Halloween parties? Matt, go ahead.
One costume that I really wanted to do was to dress up as George Clooney from the Eric Andre show. I wanted to go as that one, you just go in like a fucking, that one dude who was George Clooney at some point.
Yeah.
That dude looked exactly like George Clooney though.
It really does.
So you would just wear like you'd wear a gray blazer, like a black turtleneck, and then some slacks.
You had to bring some sort of coffee with you at all times.
You would have to bring some coffee with you because George Clooney's always seen with his coffee.
Yeah.
And
he's always drinking the coffee. He's chugging it.
Yeah, that was the idea. Again, I'm a poor college student, so I didn't end up buying any of those things. But maybe I have those at home. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I would do. It's a pretty good idea. Pretty scary. Right?
Didn't you go to a Halloween party?
Yeah, but I didn't dress up. I was just kind of there.
You're
But you're
Matthew Fogarty.
fucking boring, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. I fucking spent $60 on you to play Soul Calibur, which I could have spent on a costume. Okay.
I haven't played a minute of Soul
Next
Calibur.
person. I'm mad.
Justin.
I didn't do shit.
Shit.
It was a terrible topic.
No. What are you talking about? What? Oh my god.
I don't think Diaz did
wait.
anything either.
Alright.
Yeah, you know, I did nothing too.
Oh,
But
you know
I
what?
will be.
You guys
I'm
are
gonna be
fucking
Antonio
boring.
Banderas from Spy Kids.
Oh yeah.
And
They
as
told
a
you
guys are
backup, I'm
fucking
gonna
boring.
I'm gonna bring like a thumb helmet and then be one of the dudes.
You're gonna be a thumb. One of the
I'm gonna
thumb
be a
guys
thumb
from
man.
Spy
It was
Kids.
Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Tom, what were you?
Yeah.
What'd you dress up
I
as?
am going to a Halloween party next weekend, and I'm dressing up as a lumberjack.
Oh, nice.
That's
Wow.
kind of lame.
What do you
'Cause,
mean?
you know, the
At least I'm
outfit-
dressing up.
The outfit consists of stuff that you already have. It's just like a flannel and maybe a tool belt if you went out and bought something.
No, I'm going to buy like a fake axe. I'm
You're buying a fake
suspenders.
axe? Bruh, I have like...
Why not a
Dude,
real
just buy a
axe?
real
Why not?
one.
You know
Yeah.
what? One up.
That's-
Why not a real rusty machete?
Yeah. The
That'd be
classic
awesome.
lumberjack item.
Because lumberjacks
machete.
don't. What?
Yeah, you will get a hockey mask. Boom. Now you're fucking Jason Voorhees.
But I'm not that. No. Okay, that's two totally different costumes.
No, they're
What are you
very similar.
talking
Because
about?
Jason
Lumberjacks?
Voorhees dresses like a lumberjack all
Yeah.
the
Alright.
time.
All right.
yeah, his
going
famous
off,
tracksuit, which all
Yeah, his
lumberjacks
name
wear.
is Tracksuit.
going off the topic of costumes, I'm going to play devil's advocate on what everyone's thinking.
Sans
I
Undertale.
feel really bad. I genuinely do. I feel really bad for kids that are gonna dress up as Fortnite as Fortnite characters.
Oh, God.
not because
Rest in peace.
Fortnite dressing up as Fortnite character is bad. Because I don't think it is. Because you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wanted to dress up as Master Chief. I did. It would've
And
been
I did
awesome.
like Power
Master
Rangers
Chief's
for like 4
fucking
years in a row.
Exactly.
Dude, in high
Exactly.
school, I wore a
But
red
now-
Power Ranger morph suit.
I
That was a
remember
fun
that,
one.
dude.
That was a good one.
But now, if you dress up as a game that you like, now you're
You become a meme.
Exactly.
Oh,
I
Someone's
feel
gonna
bad.
take a picture
I
of
feel
you doing a Fortnite
genuinely
dance.
bad.
the absolute madman. Look
How
at this
many
dude, a
videos of
living
kids
meme.
doing Fortnite dances are there gonna be
Probably a
while
lot.
wearing Fortnite clothes? And
I feel
people are gonna take
genuinely bad
videos.
for these kids.
And there's videos of like kids. Well, there's like there was some Fortnite dance competition somewhere at some event this weekend, and people put it on Twitter and like we should bring back bullying. Am I right, boys?
I agree, dude. Bullying is such a nice thing. It's such a good. It's such
But,
a
like,
good
that's
process
something-
of
that's something
natural
fun.
selection.
That's something fun for like the kids to do. It gets them active. It gets them in a community of people that they
Yeah.
actually have something in common with. And people are shunning them for it, and I think it's stupid for people to shun them for it.
I
Basically,
agree.
what I'm saying is if you
The
do a
kids-
single
the
Fortnite
kids-
dance, I'm gonna shove you in a locker.
The kids should be shunning themselves. We shouldn't be shunning them.
Dude, that'd be really funny though if like right now, current me went back to like a middle school or something and just started shoving kids in lockers.
But there are people that are like maybe not our age, but a little bit younger that would do that.
Oh, yeah,
like, that's
probably.
the stupid thing.
The
Like,
one
I
that-
think
that-
those
that they
people are
bully
worse.
people for- What you wait? Time out. Are you just saying that bullies suck? Because I agree. Like-
Well, I mean, that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like self-spoken. But I'm talking about like the 17-year-olds that are saying 13-year-olds are so dumb
This is so
for
cringy.
liking Fortnite.
Mhm.
Like, fuck you. You
Dude,
know?
that's just-
like,
that's
give
just
me a fucking
that's
break.
life. The whole point is that people think they grow out of shit, and because people around them don't like it, and
then
then
they're
they
like,
create
"Oh,
the
I'm
social
so
agenda
cool."
of it, and then they shit on people that are younger than them for it because they want to feel accepted. It's simple.
Yeah.
That's just what people
Fuck
do.
those people, dude.
Whether it's
Fuck those
Yeah, fuck
Fortnite,
people.
yeah, fuck people. But whether
Fuck
it's
gamers in
Fortnite or
general.
Halo or Pokemon, whatever it is,
Christ.
to be wholesome, just like what you like. I don't give a fuck.
But-
If you're gonna get
but-
bullied, then just take it. You know.
But to bring this
No,
back
no, that's-
full circle,
I don't think you
wait,
can say-
wait, hold on a second.
Just
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait a sec. I think what you meant to say with that is more
Was
that you shouldn't be ashamed of the things you like, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just.
But you should just be like, I'm gonna
Just who
get
gives-
bullied. It's okay.
Yeah, just take it. Who gives a fuck?
Let
Do
it
what
out.
you like.
I mean,
Because the people that are bullies are the ones that are getting dragged around by different social agendas and not creating their own identity. So you're better off whether you think it or not.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But if you're getting punched in the face,
Well, then
that's
you
no
stab
fun.
them.
All right, I see.
I
where this
mean,
is going.
you wanna know what?
Uh,
You wanna know what? I agree with Matt that if you get punched in the face, you stand up.
No, you
Because
fight back.
yeah,
staying
stand-
down is
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst
Yeah,
thing
no, you have to
do.
fight back. If you don't-
stand up, not
if you
stand
don't,
them.
it's never
You don't
gonna
want to be
end.
pushed
We're
around.
going so off topic on this
It's okay.
spooky cast.
I was
This is-
actually
it's
That's
really
pretty
good.
scary, though.
No,
Look how
we should
scary
go
that
back.
is.
You should go back.
Stabbing someone's scary.
The-
There's a lot of blood,
alright,
and blood
alright.
is one of the
So
scariest
I
things
just
possible.
wanted to. I just wanted to say that about the Fortnite costumes,
Yeah.
cause like it's not the kids' fault for
They're
wanting to wanting to dress up as a game that they enjoy. And if
Yeah.
you think that they are fucked up for doing it, then you're the fucked up one.
Tone's sad.
I'm not.
Tone is-
I'm
Tone-
heated.
Tone, wait,
I
time
didn't
out,
even
time out,
want.
time out. Did
Pray for Tone.
you get bullied for dressing up as Master Chief as a kid?
No, actually.
Tone, did you get
I never
bullied for
dressed
dressing up as a
Master Chief.
Fortnite
Wait,
character?
did you
Okay.
actually buy a Fortnite costume, Tone?
No, I'm being a lumberjack. You fuck. I just told you that.
Sure,
If you were paying
Tone's
attention.
going as a Fortnite default.
I will.
He's going
this-
as.
If this-
Wait,
listen.
you are going as a Fortnite character.
Hold on.
Dumb bitch.
if this,
Yo, let's bully him.
if honestly, I swear to God, if this podcast gets 50 likes, I will go as a Fortnite costume and Fortnite dance,
Hell yeah.
and I will allow people to videotape me, and we will post it on
Dude,
the
there's
channel.
like 6
Hell
I
people
need
that watched the
50
last
likes.
one.
I know. That's why it's impossible to get 50 likes on this thing.
You know what? You know
I'm
what? though?
telling you.
Fucking, I would absolutely dress up in a fucking suit and tie and go to a Halloween party and
Fortnite
say
dance?
I was dressed as a John Wick, because I would love to be just dressed in a suit and tie to go to. A
That
party.
would be cool.
That'd
That
be
would
cool as shit.
Epic
That'd
John
be
Wick.
dope. Yeah. You can say
Yeah.
he killed 3 men with the fucking pencil.
Pencil.
Alright, so
But yeah,
let's move
that'd be
back
cool.
towards something spooky, you know?
I was actually gonna keep going on the Halloween fad.
Mhm. Alright,
What's everyone's favorite candy?
favorite candy?
Oh,
I gotta
dude,
go with
Reese's
Reese's.
Pieces.
Reese is interesting.
Alright,
I'm a big,
why
I'm a
though?
big
Because
Starburst
like
guy.
I hate.
I like chocolate and I like peanut butter, and when
I
you put them
hate
together,
peanut butter, dude.
when you put them together, it's like,
Oh.
oh,
OD.
damn.
It's OD.
Orgasm.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
What about you, Matt?
I'm big Starburst fan, dude. I fucking love sweet sugary shit. And
Yeah, you're
Jolly
sucking on
Ranchers
your
too. Yeah, I'm sucking my teeth, dude. Because Jolly Ranchers and Starburst are the fucking best.
Matt,
That's-
have
that's
you
a
ever
fact.
had a drink that tastes like a Jolly Rancher?
That sucks though. But I don't want.
No,
No,
but like
I,
it tastes
I have.
so good.
Look, it's a weird boundary there because you want your Jolly Ranchers to taste like Jolly Ranchers, but sometimes when you're just in the mood for water and you get this fucking drink that tastes like a Jolly Rancher, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That is the moment where you're just like, end me. I'm done.
I
I
can-
will
Yeah, I'd
never
much
get
prefer if
hydration
it tasted
again.
like candy corn.
Ugh.
No. Okay, that's
Oh,
a later
no.
topic. We're going to
That's-
that later.
This was a
Yes.
precursor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite candy?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
I actually ate 3 like 5 minutes ago.
Did you
3
really?
Peanut butter.
Yes,
Yeah.
have you gone trick or treating yet?
No, but I will probably.
Are
this
you
year.
planning on
Nice.
going trick or treating?
Are you going with your brother?
Definitely. No, I know.
Oh,
Where
you're
you
just
going?
going.
You're just
I'm
going.
just, I'm just going.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
I'm gonna go take the whole bowl and kind of like this is what I'm gonna do actually. I thought of it just now. I'm gonna go trick or treating for bowls, but every time I get a bowl, I'm gonna switch it around with a different bowl.
What?
It's gonna be like, who the fuck got this new bowl? And they'll have new bowls for the owners.
So you're just gonna steal bowls of candy?
So you're
and
But-
just put a
stealing.
different
Devil.
bowl?
You're
I'm
devil.
switching bowls around.
Okay.
So say this lady puts out her favorite Halloween bowl,
Mhm.
fills it with Reese's M&Ms and everything.
Puts the little
I
sign that
take
says
that
only
bowl.
take one.
Yes, I take that bowl and I put it at a different house. And then that house, I bring it back to this person's house, so she doesn't have her favorite bowl anymore. While also taking only Reese's peanut butter cups.
So you're committing theft.
No,
It's a pretty good trick.
Diaz, just being Robin Hood doesn't mean that you're not doing illegal things.
No, he's
Diaz.
not even stealing. He's
Wait.
just fucking. He's just swapping.
He's just switching the balls.
He's nether
He's
swapping.
taking from the
That's,
rich.
that's
No,
He's
no,
taking
he's
from the
stealing
rich
from the
and
people and giving to the
poor.
other people.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Robin Hood.
No,
Yeah, but it's not like-
but he's
there's
not-
no- there's
he
no
steals
motive.
from the rich.
There's no motive here.
Diaz,
it's
what's
just
your
it's-
motive?
He's chaotic and neutral. That's all
Yeah.
he's
What's your
doing.
motive?
chaos?
It
To
has
cause
to be
pain
chaos.
to
chaos,
people?
It has to be chaos.
To cause pain?
Chaos.
Is that your motive?
Chaos control.
Chaos
Jesus
control.
Christ.
Yo, you want to talk about Sonic Adventure 2 for a second?
I was gonna say my favorite candy, but go ahead.
No,
I
no,
was-
no. Let Tom
No,
say
yeah.
his
No,
candy.
say your-
No, it's fine. It'll be in a mystery.
No. Say your candy.
No. All right.
I think you should
Yeah,
say it.
Is it
Three
candy?
Three Musketeers.
Ooh, I actually really like Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers
Three
is my
Musketeers
Pretty
favorite
good.
candy.
Creamy,
Because they're
creamy
OG.
inside, dude.
Can we
Yeah.
talk about how
Nice and
almond joys
fluffy.
are terrible? Fuck almond
Yes.
joys.
Fuck almond joy.
Yeah.
I can
Dude,
get
my
behind
dad
that.
loves almond joys, and I don't
Dude,
understand.
old people love almonds. It's a fact.
All old
It's
people
an
love
absolute
almonds.
fact.
It is true. When I was a
because-
kid, my dad would always eat all the almond joys.
Yeah. It's because they realize that there's superpower in almonds, but it tastes like shit. So only adults with a strong enough trained will have the power to be
With
able to
pure
tell
willpower?
themselves to eat it. Yeah. Yeah, because no one actually likes almond joys.
Mhm.
You know, it's just a front because they want
Yeah.
you to eat almonds and they want to be a good role model.
And then there's the coconut one that's mounds, right?
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's
Even
foul.
worse.
No.
Even worse.
Yo, my parents, whenever we used to go trick or treating, my
Mhm.
dad and my mom, when we were done, they would take the candy that I collected, and they would just throw it out,
Oh,
and they would give me, and like they went to the store and they bought more candy
why?
that they knew was safe.
Oh, okay.
Because like they didn't want to deal with any of the shit. Like they grew up in the era where people like
Yeah.
poison shit, and they just threw out all the candy that we collected, and they just gave us the candy that we knew we liked.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna lie, they never got the double bubble gum, and they never got Three Musketeers.
That's
And
fucked.
whenever I collected those,
You'd hide
and then I'd see them throw it away,
Oh no.
I would plan murder.
There's tears.
I would plan murder.
It
I'd
was,
think
it was,
about it.
those
I
were
would
rough.
kill for a musketeer.
Those were rough
Oh.
days, dude. But
My
like, I
parents
mean,
did the-
they kept me safe, so I mean, I
course,
can't
yeah.
complain now.
My
It's-
parents did the same thing. Like every time afterwards, like we come home, we'd clean out the table, and me and my brother would always pour, I guess, our gatherings on the table
That's fun.
and look through it all. But it was enjoyable because it was kind of also kind of like staking out what you got,
Yeah.
separating it.
I remember
You know,
me
I
and
did the
Tone,
same thing.
we used to go trick or treating all the time with people in middle school and high school, and fucking we would whenever we were doing it at my house or his house. Probably, Tone, how many times did we go trick or treating as a group? A bunch, right?
It was me and you went trick or treating with
We went with Mel and Lily, I think, or Mel and Shannon.
Yeah, yeah, we did that 2 years. Then it was just me and you 2 years,
And then we did one a bunch with
and then we
with
did
Frida
one with
and Mateo and Pete.
and Mateo. Yeah, we did that once though. That was just a one-time deal.
But overall, we went
did it a
trick or
lot
treating a lot
together.
together. Yeah, so we'd
Yeah.
always go back to my place, and we'd fucking just drop our shit
We'd, like,
down, man, and
trade
start
shit.
trading. Yeah, because trading candy
Yeah.
is the most fun part of Halloween.
Yeah,
That's like the best shit. Because you
Yeah.
go out, you get your spoils, you plunder, and then you come back and you're like, yo, diplomacy time. But then you say diplomacy's for faggots, and you fucking steal your friend's candy.
yeah, Matt stole a lot of my candy.
No,
Matt,
I
you're a
never-
monster.
I don't think I've ever
Yeah, you-
stolen Tone's
you
candy. I was
bullied
just
him.
joking.
You stole a lot, dude.
Did
First
I?
you bullied him for Fortnite
You
dancing.
didn't.
Tone-
Now you're bullying
no
him by
way,
stealing
there's
his
no
candy.
You
way,
didn't steal a
Tone.
lot. You didn't steal a
Pushed
lot.
Tone
You
around.
didn't
There's
steal a lot.
probably
You,
there's,
But I-
you picked him up and took his change.
There was times where you're like, all right, I got 1 Three Musketeer. Give me like 4 of your candy.
I was
And
a shrewd.
I
I was a
was
shrewd
dumb.
diplomat, dude.
Whoa.
That was
I
the
was dumb, dude. I was just like, fuck yeah!
I was a
Give me
shrewd
that 1 Three
diplomat.
Musketeer.
That's all. That's
I
all
was-
it is.
I was so dumb when I was a kid. Holy
Fun.
shit.
It was fun though. That's definitely the best part of Halloween.
So
Stealing
when did
your
you
best
guys
friend's
all
candy.
stop? When did you guys stop trick or treating?
Towards the end of high school, I'd say, when it was more all about Halloween parties where you just go hang out with friends.
Like you were like
I
going
stopped
door to
dating. I
door
was
at
still-
like the age of like 16.
No, I think like 14 was the last time I went door to door, and then like 15, 16, friends were having other people over for Halloween and stuff. And then we go door to door with them, actually. So I didn't really stop going door to door that much. I went for a while.
I stopped going door to door. I think I was like 13.
So sorry
Really?
for you.
That's young, dude.
Well, you were a
I
loser
was-
if you went.
Well, all you
So
had
you
to
guys
do
are
was have
losers,
really
basically.
dumb loser Catholic school friends and then go with them, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was genius because that's the tech.
I
You know,
I
if
stopped in 8th grade. I think I was 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, I think it was
I
basically
s-
like you got to high school and then
Yeah.
it was like if you did it, you're kind of lame.
Well, the last year I did it was freshman year of high school, and it was like, so my mom was always like, my mom always loved it, like when we trick or treated, because it was like perfect for like pictures and shit. When me and my sister did. So, freshman year comes around. That's my sister's junior year, and my sis and my mom and my mom was like, "Why don't you guys go around the neighborhood and go trick or treat?" And we were like, "No," but she made us go, and we went, basically up and down the block, and 3 people asked us if we were a little too old to go trick or treating,
Yikes.
and we all looked at my mom and we were like, "Yes," and they gave us like half of what they were gonna give everyone else, and then we came back and I told my mom, I was like, "I'm never going again." Like that was stupid. So yeah, but we did go a bunch of times with the parties whenever we meet.
Yeah,
like,
there
we'd
was
go.
one. There was one time I think our sophomore year in high school.
But that wasn't even going, dude. We were just
No.
running around,
Yeah, we
like
were just
making-
gooning.
causing mayhem.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like,
different. I feel
being
like.
We got the police called on us a few times. Like it was interesting.
I have some
was
good
interesting.
stories about stuff like that. Like I remember I was maybe
Oh, do tell.
Do
like
tell.
12 or something, and there was 2 teens in a car with BB guns, and they were just driving around shooting kids. and yeah, I
They
remember
were
the
able
police.
to drive.
Those damned adults.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
no,
were like 18.
no, yeah. I'm not talking about like people in my grade. Like I was talking about like older kids. Like they were just like
Holy
it
shit.
was just a kid. Yeah, they're just driving around shooting kids with like BB guns. It was fucked up, but the police were like driving around making sure all the children were safe.
Those dudes are dicks.
Yeah,
Straight
that's
up
pretty.
dicks.
It's a dick move, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, those people are like not that much younger than us.
That's why you always
No.
gotta pack a gat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See,
you gotta
every
one up
year
them on
after that,
firepower.
I brought a
Gotta get
knife
that concealed.
Yeah.
with a spring in it.
No,
Every year, a knife with a spring in it. So if someone drove by and shot me with a BB gun, I could shoot the knife
the
at
most
them.
the most illegal form of knife.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's crazy.
It is. It was only 1 year though.
It was the
What?
ballistic knife.
Yeah, it was because
We were
everyone
going
carries
around
ballistic
playing
knives
fucking-
from now on.
Playing dodgeball and Black Ops 2.
Mhm.
Oh, those are,
Dodgeball, dude.
dude, dodgeball
what-
and Modern
that-
Warfare 2 in the airport. Oh, fun
That was-
shit, dude.
I
I
remember that
loved
shit.
that stuff. Because it had the perfect little back spawning area for it. And it was so fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man, those are good times.
What were you talking
Halloween's
about?
got me reminiscing.
I was gonna throw another question into the pit. Like, what was the best? Like, you go to a house. What was the best thing you ever got at one house?
Ooh.
Because the best thing I've gotten was a king size crunch bar.
Yeah, I usually
That
I was
remember
gonna say
houses
the exact
that,
same thing. Goddamn.
houses that do like they let you take multiples. I always was down with getting multiples of Starburst or multiples of Jolly Rancher. It was simple. That was like
But
my
like how
favorite chip.
much though? Like a handful?
Yeah, like a handful.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I went to a house by my old house, and it was like the people that lived there were like filthy rich. They gave me $50.
Oh,
Just gave you straight
that's
up money?
plunder.
They
That's
gave
a
up
plunder,
$50.
dude.
That's
that's a-
awesome.
Yard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was $50. And my
We-
parents took it.
$3.
And they were like,
V-Bucks.
I'll hold this until you get home. And I have never seen that $50 ever again.
No, you didn't know the value. They wouldn't
You
let
got
they
bullied by your
know.
parents, dude.
You
My
got
parents
fucking-
were like, my parents brought me and my sister, and like I'm pretty sure they made like a crochet little baby and brought that too.
What?
They got like a free. No, they didn't do that,
That's
but they got
villainous.
like they got $100 from that house, dude.
That's godlike.
Damn.
That is real. Like that was the best plunder
Dude,
I've ever
those people
gotten.
are saints. That's a plunder right there, dude.
Have you guys ever been
Best
on the
thing
other
ever
side
done.
of it? Have you been
Where
the
you were
person
given?
handing out the candy?
Always my
Yes.
brother.
Yeah.
I started doing that recently, just like if I'm home on Halloween,
Mhm.
and kids suck, dude. Like
Yeah.
you tell them take one, and they put their little fucking gross hands in the bowl and grab like 6, and then you're like, "Fuck you, kid." Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because you don't want to be mean to them because it's just like an 8-year-old kid, but you're like, "Come on, just take one, put
Yeah.
that back, come on, please," and they just walk away, and it's like, "All right, I see, kid."
Whenever.
See, no,
I'm
you
gonna
can't do
dropkick
that
kid,
shit.
I swear to
You
God.
you buy one. So what you do? So what my family does is we buy this huge bag of just Hershey bars,
Mhm.
and it's like the mini ones,
Mhm.
and I hand out the Hershey bars.
Oh,
So I
you
just
give the
everyone
kids.
one. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
That's what we
smarter.
do.
You gotta give.
That is
Mhm.
smart,
Because-
yeah.
Then they
What were you
overstep
saying,
their
Matt?
boundaries. I was gonna say, we had some good houses by my house, but B, whenever I went, fucking, it was usually always, I think until I was 10 and up, I went out with my mom and dad and brother and sister to go trick or treating and shit, and my mom was always fucking on me about making sure I only take one, because she didn't want me to be a little shit.
Mhm.
Because it's
Dude,
so it's so
Oh,
easy.
it's always like please and thank you kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Dude, your mom is the funniest thing
She's
because
the
like
best.
whenever I try to do something like at your house, she would always get on me too.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause you're her kid too, man. You're her kid
Yeah, I
too.
know. She would always get on me. I'd be like doing something, and she would be like, "No, you can't do that." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
My mom, her goal is to make sure kids grow into prim and proper pieces of shit, just like
Yeah,
me.
yeah, dude.
But
All
yeah,
right. Now it's time to revisit
yeah,
candy corn.
We gotta
Yay or
talk.
nay?
We gotta talk about it.
Oh, it's just now.
It has
Is it time
No.
for the friendships to end and the channel to fully
Yeah.
be
It
to. It
destroyed?
is. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
everyone. I'm gonna count to 3. After 3, we say it. Okay? Yay or nay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Nay.
Yay.
Yay.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right.
2-on-2.
The duel
No,
of the
fuck
century.
that,
2
dude.
on 2 right now.
Sudden
All
death.
right.
All
All right,
right.
Diaz, you start. You start, Diaz.
All right,
Explain.
All right. Typical October, candy.
The setup is candy corn. It's delicious.
I'm trying to think of the best way to deliver this. It
Set the
is
scene.
so good.
It was a
All right,
typical
listen.
October
Okay.
day.
September and October, you go to the supermarket once a week. You don't see candy corn. October comes, you see candy corn. It is displayed everywhere.
Yeah.
It looks so good. It's the shape as corn.
No, it's not.
Nothing else.
Fuck you. How dare you, man?
I'm not gonna interrupt you. You're,
Yeah.
you're a little.
You monster.
I'm sorry, I'm a little shit. I told you.
But candy corn's a
Fucking
serious
finish it.
business here.
Listen, if you think of fall, you think of candy corn, you think of apple pie, but candy corn literally is the epitome
Yeah.
of like October candies. It's available year round, but it's the best time to eat it because
can't
it's
eat
the
it
most
any other time.
relevant. It's the most relevant.
Mhm.
It's sweet. It's literally like a block of sugar. Can't go wrong with it, except when they make it into different shapes like pumpkins and shit. That doesn't taste good. You need the actual corn shape.
I
You're saying
agree.
the shape affects it.
The shape gives
yes,
it flavor
it does.
Okay.
and
Yes.
power.
All right.
And above all, it's just abundant. You go to any store, you just
It's
get it. It's so good.
It is an abundant resource that you should maximize the use of.
All right.
Justin,
All right.
do you have
No,
any?
no, no.
anything
Let
to
me
add on it?
counter that. I'm gonna counter that. Real
This is a
quick.
real debate.
No, no, no,
Dun,
no.
dun, dun,
First
dun,
of
dun,
all,
dun, dun,
Wait, wait,
dun, dun, dun.
Since Tone's countering me, I could chime in. when he's
Objection.
no, 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 no. Because then Justin speaks and then Matt finishes it.
Nice.
All right.
closing argument.
finished. What? You're giving yourself the final word.
No, I'm not.
Coward.
Okay.
Yes,
Giving
you
me the
just-
final word.
I'm
just
giving
gave
Matt
your
the
side
final,
the final
word.
word.
So shut the fuck up and let me start. So candy corn is legitimately the most disgusting thing
Fuck
that
you.
ever was created, and I'll tell you why.
You better
First
choose
of
your next
all,
words wisely, buddy.
I'm gonna choose my words very, very clearly. Candy corn. I'm heated. I'm fucking heated. All right.
Told you haven't
Candy
said a full
corn.
sentence yet.
No. Candy. Okay. Candy. Okay. So candy corn. The thing about candy corn.
So wait, candy corn's qualities. It's describing features.
Is how delicious
Matt,
it is.
Matt, can you? Okay, no. Okay.
Okay, Hubba Bubba Gum.
Oh, I got this.
Y'all
I
ever
got
had
this.
it?
No, fuck you. We're talking
got
candy
this.
corn.
I got this. The thing about candy corn is that it just tastes. It doesn't taste like candy. You have one piece, and it's like okay, right? But then you have the next piece, and you want to kill yourself. That is not candy. And it's also the other thing is when I think of October, I don't think of candy corn.
Yeah, because it's
That's
shit.
not
That's
the
'cause
thing
you're
I
a
think of
Because it's
candy
fucking
corn.
garbage.
I think of
You don't
fucking
like it.
apples. I think of apple pie. I agree with you on apple pie.
Apples are
Pumpkin
year round
pie.
though.
Pumpkin
No,
pie.
they're not. You can only fucking pick apples in the fall. What are you talking about?
You
I
go
think
to
of
the market.
I think
You
of
go to the market. There's apples
apple
everywhere.
cider,
Apple cider.
donuts. Dude, candy corn tastes like Willy Wonka sneezed into a tissue and then threw that into the candy maker. Then the candy maker malfunctioned and then decided, you want to know what? I'm gonna commit suicide. So the candy maker takes a noose and ties itself around. And then you know when you die, like you defecate? That's candy corn.
I don't know what.
God
That's
bless.
candy corn.
Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself, man.
That's slander.
Also,
God bless.
the fact that the shape changes the flavor means that that's the devil's work. Candy corn is the most disgusting thing
Disgusting.
ever. All right, I'm done. I'm heated.
I like
dude.
it. I like that. Was great.
All
That
right,
was fucking
Justin.
great.
Let me talk about
Justin.
candy corn.
Justin, you better have come up
It
with
is-
something good.
I nothing can compare to that, but candy corn is the most delicious shit ever. I could eat a whole bag of candy corn. You're saying that the taste, you eat one and you're like, oh, this is good, and you eat two and you're like, oh, this is bad. But that doesn't happen because I'm not a coward. The candy corn, it's like a warrior's food, you know? It senses your bravery, and the taste is determined by that.
Bold statements
yeah.
coming from a
But
bastard like you.
But basically, candy corn is delicious, and that is the true meaning of Christmas and Halloween.
Is that what you can say there? That's
Yes.
all you got? Okay.
Yes, and
That was
Willy
weak.
Wonka's sneeze would taste delicious because he eats
That's
candy all
true.
the
It's
time.
Willy Wonka.
It would just
yeah.
be it would be made of purely sugar. It'd be like eating like a rock candy or something.
You disgust
Yeah, you
me.
need to like boo me to sneeze into like
You
something.
disgust me.
Yeah,
How
but
do
it's a
I
good
describe
disgust.
something so putrid though? It's candy corn is the fucking worst. That shit tastes so
wrong.
bad. Again, y'all ever had Hubba Bubba gum? You eat that shit for like 5 minutes and then it tastes like dog dicks for the rest of your time chewing it. That's what candy corn is in its natural state. Tastes like
Yeah.
fucking shit the whole time. Okay? Candy
Oh.
corn is the worst goddamn candy I have
Yeah.
ever had. It doesn't deserve to be called candy. Okay?
That's just wrong.
And
That's immoral.
when I think of fucking
Disrespectful.
Halloween, no way in hell am I thinking of candy corn, dude. That
How?
pile sack of shit. Because
Candy
I
corn?
look at candy corn and I'm disgusted.
We didn't interrupt you
So-
while you were
Disgusted.
talking, Justin.
No, we did though.
We did.
I did.
We tech
I can't.
that.
Tone's description was beautiful. It was perfect. There's nothing else I can say. It's like
All right.
it's
You're
totally
you're
horseshit.
wrong because candy corn is delicious, and you
No,
said it was
no.
bad.
You can't
Yeah.
because it's just fucking pure dumb
Sugar.
sugar.
Exactly.
But it's like
Delicious.
shit sugar.
No, it's regular sugar.
It tastes like shit, dog.
It's like high fructose corn syrup.
Have you
or something.
seen
Yeah.
Diaz? That's what candy corn does to people.
Oh,
Damn.
oh, damn.
That was a
what
low
the
blow,
fuck?
dog.
That's
Yeah,
rough. Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty low actually.
Is this what
Candy
candy corn
corn-
haters act? Bullies?
Yeah, you're damn right.
It's
You're
all
damn
damn
right.
bullies.
Candy corn
Also,
sucks.
I see another comparison. You goddamn archons.
Oh,
and
he's calling
me,
us-
Justin's rank.
Diaz, you're
Oh.
Archon.
All I'm
Alright.
saying is candy
I've been
corn
hit-
is delicious, and that
No,
it
it's
is.
total
It's-
dog shit.
no.
I could eat like 12 pounds of candy corn.
Putrid. You're disgusting. Absolute Justin.
I'll shit myself for like a day.
My mother's cooking.
But I will
my mother's
do it.
cooking is the greatest shit in the world. Tone,
If
could
she
you
cooks
attest?
candy corn,
Time
yeah,
out. Time
I'd be
out.
happy.
Tone, could you attest? Diaz, can you
What?
attest that my mom's cooking is good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good.
Justin, I have had over
Not the Chinese.
for fucking centuries since I've known the kid. Pickiest goddamn eater I have ever seen. He refuses to eat my mother's cooking. Okay, that is the face of
Not
candy
all the
corn
time.
right there. That is the
Not
face
all
of
the
candy
time.
corn. Is one who will not eat my mother's cooking. Dead to me.
Leave in the comments whether candy corn is a yes or a no, and if you say yes, I will fucking come to your house and I will shove this giant gun of candy corn and I will fucking make you eat it anally. I swear to God.
You're gonna avoid
You
that
like
shit
it so
with your
much.
ass.
All right, we gotta be done.
Oh
with
yeah,
this
we gotta
shit.
cool down.
I'm
We gotta cool
fucking
down.
Okay,
We gotta cool
so
down.
the moral of the
Alright.
story is candy corn is one of God's
It's
best
awful.
works, and
Awful.
that the
Definitely.
fact that He made it is why the world is pure and holy.
Oh,
Awful.
yeah, yeah.
Awful.
All right.
Okay, where do we want to go now? There's a lot of question marks.
There's a lot of question
Left.
marks.
A lot
There's a lot of tension here.
lot of tension. We gotta cool the tension somehow.
All right,
Gotta
all right,
cool the
all right,
passions.
all right, all right.
All right, let's start with the quick mail time. Any funny little stories, quips people got to bring us all back together as a community? Because we've been divided.
Are we talking about
Too.
spooky stories?
Whatever
any,
you
I
want.
any
think-
sort
I think
of
like a little.
vaguely Halloween story you got?
Hmm.
It's good we all said hmm.
In 6th grade, a friend of mine had a Halloween party at his place. You know, 6th grade, pizza, soda. I go to take a seat, and like they're kind of like extension. It's the walls, the windows are made of glass, whatever. I sit down, and my seat goes far back and breaks the window.
Oh
my God, yes. Why?
So
Wow.
yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. I like how you had to clarify that the windows were in fact made of glass.
Well, sometimes they're like plastic material shit.
Like
Yeah, not in a
plexiglass.
fucking house.
Maybe.
Maybe. So
don't know.
did you fall through the house into some chasm?
Yeah, he fell into
Me-
the abyss.
Wait, did you
I
get
wish
like
it-
cut? Like what happened, dude?
No, like the way the seats were, I guess the back part of it, at
Protect
the two tops, it had like handles that extended farther back, which I didn't realize like how far they would go. So when I pulled it out and sat down, because like I kind of tilted it, because it was like a tight. I sat down, and yeah, it just went through.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, dude.
You're wild.
Dude, there was a good Halloween story. I actually just remembered.
It
I
wasn't
was-
Halloween. Oh, I thought you were mocking me. All right. Fuck.
What?
No. It's a new story now. Diaz,
I
feel
have
like
an
New story,
actually
new story.
good story.
No, it's not good, but it's just a story. I went trick or treating in the morning, as you do on like weekends, Halloweens, right? So we went
It's
trick or treating
it's
in the
tech.
morning, and because then you have the rest of the day to like do whatever you want.
Yeah, like play
So we had a
Halloween.
Halloween, yeah. So we had a Halloween party at night, and it wasn't at night, but it was like I was little, so it was like afternoonish. So we went trick or treating, and then my mom was like, "Okay, keep your costume on because we're gonna go." So I was at home for 3 hours, and I had nothing to do, so I just started eating candy. Right? I just started eating it for like 3 hours. Like I was on the Xbox eating candy. I
have any
feel
milk duds?
sick to my stomach.
You ate milk
Right?
duds, didn't you?
And my mom goes, I'm like about to like hurl, and my mom goes, time to go to the party. So we start heading to the party.
Oh, no.
I walk into the party, and I shit you not, as soon as I start talking to people, I just yak on the ground. It's just candy everywhere, and it was just, that was a bad one because it was like a friend's party. It wasn't a friend's like me and Matt, but it was like a family friend party. So
Oh,
like,
so you didn't even like know the people that well.
no.
Yo, there was this one time
yeah.
where me and Justin went with Justin's mom to some family friend party of his, and I just remember it was just some regular ass adult party, and we were just roaming around and shit in some giant ass house, and I have no recollection of it because we were so fucking young, but I remember like bits and pieces of it, of just like roaming around the house, seeing eye candy shit, like the little gummies that are shaped like eyes.
Mm.
Do you remember any of this or no?
Not really. I'm trying to think.
It was when
'Cause
we were
I don't
young
know
as
too many
shit.
people
This
with
is like
big houses, though.
literally one of my like earliest memories.
Mhm.
Because this is what I think it was when we were still in school together.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is hidden basement lore.
Yeah, this is hidden basement technology that I don't know.
All right. Well, maybe ask your mom about it. See if we can
Yeah.
rack up any memories about it. There's
That's where you got your Sharingan, right?
Yeah, that's when I got my Sharingan, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
As another little memory, around the same age, in fact, it might have been the same year. There was a Halloween costume contest in my town, my beautiful old town of Stewart Manor, when I was super young, and I was dressed as Buzz Lightyear, and I won that contest in first place. Okay, so that's
Did you really?
Yeah, that's where my god complex started. So,
Nice.
just so you know, if you guys want me to put a picture of it, I can, because I think I have some back at home, so I can probably find one at some point. I might not be able to do it just yet, though.
That's up to you, bud.
Yeah,
That's
I
up
might.
to you.
It was pretty cute. You know, no biggie though. First place.
All right, moving into something else.
Yeah.
We are a gaming channel.
That's true.
What? So you guys have been
We're
throwing on
gamers.
like a spook fest.
Basement of Frights.
Of,
Yeah. Basement of
Basement
Frights.
of Frights. What is your favorite game so far?
Ooh. That's been
I
fun.
really liked
honestly.
Concluse.
Concluse was really cool. We haven't
Will
finished it
all
yet,
these
but-
games be out by that?
Yeah,
point?
this is the last. This is the last
coming out
day
on
of
the
Halloween.
31st.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close Your Eyes was obviously awesome.
Close Your Eyes
that was a
was
really
good,
cool
yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah, it was cool, like as a game
fuck-
too. Like a lot of the
Fuck
times,
bail it.
a lot of the times horror games are just kind of shitty, and like the there's nothing to it other than just like walking and getting spooked. But like Close Your Eyes actually had some cool like gameplay stuff.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was awesome because it was all about basically like you have to solve certain puzzles and avoid monsters by
Closing
walking
your eyes.
around by closing your eyes and walking around with your eyes closed. And there was some stuff you could only see with your eyes closed, and then the rest of the regular game you could see with your eyes open. And the monsters only attack you if you walk into them, if you make noise, or if you have your eyes open. So they don't like charge at you when your eyes are closed. So that's how you kind of have to get around and follow like arrows on the ground and shit in different cues. It's really cool. It's super
Okay.
hype. So I like that game a lot. But,
Yeah, I think that's probably the best, like, in terms of, like, actually a game. I think Concluse is the creepiest.
yeah, Concluse is
because
fucking
Concluse
creepy.
is just, it's like, nothing's really happened yet at the point we're at in the game. I think we're probably going to do more of it
Of
after
course.
the Spook Fest, but, like, it's just creepy. Like, you're just walking around, it's like an uncomfortable game.
It's supposed to emulate some PS2 horror game, and it's basically only in grayscale.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty,
like,
it's pretty
it's
light on
only in
color.
grayscale. The noises are just fucking weird, and it's like you know that the weird leather monster from one of the American Horror Story seasons, like how the I think it was actually in the first one. It was the ghost inside the house that really liked wearing the leather suit. Has anyone watched American Horror Story?
I have not.
Okay. Well, it's basically we were just following some semi-amorphous, like humanoid black blob that looked kind of like oil. And that's like the main enemy.
Like
in
the tar
Concluse.
monster from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's
Yeah.
like it's a bit more humanoid shapen because it's PS2, so it's like all the graphics are polygons and shit. And it's a very very creepy game. We haven't really fought things yet. I don't think there's like
No,
any fighting.
I don't think
but
this is a game
it's-
where you're going to have combat.
Yeah.
really.
We've been feeding broccoli to a static man in sewers. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We were feeding broccoli to the static man.
Yeah, there's
I like
a
that.
giant man made of static, and he's like chained to a wall. Like he has like little, like cuffs around his hands and feet. Like he's like Jesus in there.
Yeah.
And we keep going into the sewer, and feeding him these herbs that look like broccoli.
It's really cool, honestly.
And he screams when you feed him the broccoli.
And he sucks it in from like a foot away.
Yeah, he like
Jesus.
vacuums it into his mouth. It's horrifying.
This definitely sounds just like fucking stupid shit to you guys.
It does.
So
It is
it would be zany, but you know.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to play like these spooky games with you guys. I can't. I just can't.
Dude, you should see me when we're playing them though. I'm
Yeah,
a
Matt's
fucking
like
baby.
screaming the whole time.
It's not that I'm gonna scream. Like my thing is like I love like scary shit. Like on YouTube, I'll watch like conspiracy theories and like
Chills.
scary shit.
Yeah,
you know,
watch
chills,
Chills.
right?
Yeah.
I watch those all the time. Well, not chills.
He's pretty
Number
scary.
15.
Stop. All right. Stop.
Why Antonio?
I was talking
won't
about
watch
like other
horror
shits.
movies.
Mhm.
I will not watch a horror movie.
Like lumbering
I will not.
creatures.
I will not. Yeah.
Can we watch the original Poltergeist together, Tom?
No, I will not watch a horror movie. I will not play a horror game for as long as I live because
Now I
I
really want to do
cannot
one with you.
fall asleep at night afterwards,
Yeah.
and that's my problem. Because my brain can't be like I can't be like "Hey, it's just a game, it's just a movie. You know, people are like, oh, such a bitch, like it's just a movie, it's just a game. I won't do that because then I'll be like, my mind is so weird because I'll be like, well, I mean, it's just the movie and the movie too. Like I'll just be like, well, it's not just the movie and the game, so what if I'm in the game and it happens to me? I like it'll just be like some stupid shit, and then I'll like hear stuff outside. And I'll be like, well, I'm not sleeping for shit now, and I don't know why. I can't do it. I would love to, but like I can't. I just physically can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I don't know. I would love to do it though. That would be. I think it's super cool that you guys are doing that shit.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's been a very fun experience so far.
But I have a question. You guys, like, whenever I think of horror games, right? Like, I think of like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys go for like that?
Some games are kind of like it. There's like some game Tanome, which is just like you run around into school and you escape a monster and you have to get out basically. There's some stuff with jump scares. There's some that's more like
Just creepy.
yeah, just creepy, exactly.
Like there was this one game we played where I think basically the whole thing is that like you died in a car crash and like you just keep like reliving like this like 3-minute period pretty much
When
like
you're in the
before you
woods
died or some
randomly.
shit.
It's super
And
weird.
it's really weird and creepy, but nothing actually like attacks you or anything. There's no jump scares. It's just weird and creepy.
Yeah. There's blood moons though. There's a lot of blood moons.
Yeah, there was a blood moon at some point.
Interesting.
So
Now
we
going
got-
going back off. Do you guys, like I said, I can't watch any movies. Do you guys have any like movies that you like to watch on Halloween?
The Shining's always great.
I
Great.
want to
fucking
watch that.
movie.
I've never seen it actually.
One of the only horror movies that I've ever watched. Well, I watched a few, but one of the ones that I watched, like willingly, me and Matt were at a friend's house, and we watched The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
I saw that.
Were you there too, Diaz?
No, I saw that last week. Tuesday.
creepy movie.
That dog died. I was
Creepy
kind of
fucking
sad.
movie.
I was
But,
horrified, dude. Like I was the last one to get picked up too, because Matt left, and I was like, dude, I got
Oh, I
like,
left
can you
halfway
bring
through,
me
yeah.
home? Yeah, I was like, can you bring me home? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, alright.
Fucking
I mean, I understood why he
call
couldn't
him
bring.
an Uber.
Call
I
it Uber.
understood why, but like, I was like, So, the two people that are left watching this goddamn movie, my parents are late to pick me up. The two people that are left are the two people that didn't want to watch the movie in the first place, and we ended up watching the movie for no fucking reason. I couldn't sleep for 3 days after that. 3.
Damn.
The other scary movie I watched, I was hanging out with this chick, and she was like, let's go back to your house. And I was like, okay. And we watched a scary movie that she picked out. She was like, let's watch a scary movie. And I was like, okay. And at one point, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably why it didn't work out with the chick. But at one point, I was huddled in the corner with the blanket over my head, and she was consoling me.
I remember.
Wait,
I
what did you
remember,
watch?
I watched this puppet movie.
Chucky.
I don't fucking know. It
Was
wasn't
it Child's
Chucky.
Play?
Huh?
There's
It was like
was it
in a
something about,
mansion.
like not
Goosebumps?
talking.
Yo,
I forgot the
Slappy
name
the
of the
puppet.
movie.
No, it was like in a mansion, and like the owners of the puppets needed like a nanny
For the puppet.
and for the puppet, and then they went on vacation, and then they killed themselves.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was weird, and I was like, I can't do this shit.
That
I didn't
sounds
sleep
intense.
for 2 days after that.
Yikes.
I
Damn.
can't do that shit. I can't. It's bad. It's bad.
Puppet Master?
I don't know. Maybe. Did you look it up?
I'm curious. I'm looking.
I'm gonna probably look it up too. I have no idea.
Um,
I'm fucking horrified.
You're not
Let's
talking
see.
about the
favorite
Gremlins,
horror
right?
Movie of all time. Dude, Gremlins,
No.
that's
Box
the best
Trolls?
movie of all time. So my favorite kind of horror movies are just the really shitty ones, like where it's just like obnoxiously bad. Like just like, and basically if there's a Ouija board involved, it's probably a bad movie.
No doubt.
Like just there's so many movies on Netflix where basically it's just they use a Ouija board and then the black guy dies and then and then you know they just go from there. And
then
like,
the goth chick dies.
and then there's a girl and she gets possessed by a ghost and she says, "I am scary," and and you know that's basically the end of the movie at that point. But that just kind of like cheesy, shitty horror movie, I love that stuff. It's so stupid, and it's just really enjoyable for some reason. Like, do you guys enjoy the Paranormal Activity movies? I think they're garbage, personally.
I never watched
I've
it.
never seen them.
Okay, so
Like
basically,
Tone,
It's like found footage
Oh, no,
film
go
shit,
ahead.
right?
yeah, it's found footage, but it's supposed to be that like you're watching the whole movie and the tension's slowly building, and then it just has like a really big finish, like the ghost kills them. But the tension that they have is like a door opens or something. So it's like 2 hours of like a door opening or like just a door closing or like someone's making a sandwich and it falls on the floor or some shit like that. And then at the end the demon kills them all. It's
Great.
dumb.
that reminds me. There used to be this show on Animal Planet called Lost Tapes, and it was kind of like that same idea, like found footage, but the way it was shot, like it would be somebody recording it, like they look at like from their point of view, they'd be like filming. Like I remember seeing one clip. This guy was like somewhere in a forest inside like a small like shed or something that's like kind of destroyed, and he's like pointing the camera through the cracks in the walls. And I know this one specifically because it was the Wendigo. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like a humanoid creature with like a
Like
face
all
of
white.
all white. Like half of its like skin is like teared off so you can see bones, but the other is still like flesh.
And it
It
either
has
kills
horns.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
either
like
kills you or turns you into another Wendigo.
yeah, so like
Oh, fucking, we
part-
talked about this on the first podcast. The
I think so.
Wendigo, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it a
Yeah.
little bit. We can keep going though.
Of course, of course.
But basically that's like what that show was like, with like Bigfoot and like other stuff. Like that stuff I couldn't watch because it was like too realistic for me. But yeah,
There's one scary movie that I watched with Mateo and Pete a while ago when we were in high school, and it was called VHS. And I told Justin about this on the Concluse recording because there was a similar moment in the game that was just like the movie, and fucking, it's essentially the movie is it's a found footage film, and in the middle of the movie are different found footage films being played. So it's like different short films. So people go into this one haunted house that people say is haunted, it's abandoned, whatever, and they find a TV set up with a bunch of different VHS tapes. And each of the VHS tapes that the group of people that went into the house is watching is based on, it's like some different scary found footage film where people fucking die or like turn into a demon or whatever. And as people are watching the VHSs, people inside the house go missing. So it's like double plot creepy shit happening. And I thought that movie was really good. Fucking
Do they like
Watching the
notice,
trailer
or is
right
it
now.
like they stop watching the movie and then? they're
Yeah,
just
there's
like, hey,
breaks
that
in
guy's
between,
gone.
and then they realize that people are like going missing or some shit, or they go through the house more to explore it.
Mhm.
And basically, in Concluse, there was a scene where we have to find 3 different VHS tapes, and at the 3rd tape, it shows
whoa,
someone coming up behind exactly where you're sitting and dropping a tape down, and then the tape ends, and then you turn around and there's a tape right there that wasn't there before, and it was fucking creepy. And that's like one of the things the game does really well, and one of the reasons I like found footage films, and VHS in particular, is like they find ways to incorporate like the people watching are being currently filmed. They're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, who's in the house, you know?
I'm watching
kind of
this
stuff
trailer
I
right
like.
now for that movie.
VHS
This
is creepy, dude. It's a creepy
This is
fucking movie.
actually, I couldn't be able to watch this.
It's so, Mateo got me into it. I watched it with him and Pete. It was awesome. I really liked that shit, but it was so scary. I had the same kind of
I-
thing with Tone, where like I probably couldn't sleep as well for the next few nights.
I wouldn't be able to watch this alone, definitely.
It got a 56 on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, it was probably
Oh, yeah,
pretty
but
bad, but I thought
Horror
it was
movies
creepy as
always do
fuck.
poorly on
Uh-huh.
stuff like that.
2012.
Not enough jump scares.
But like I don't know.
Enough
The,
scary face.
the one thing I kind of think is stupid about about found footage films, like none of them are real, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna
Takes you out of the moment.
yeah, because like you kind of know it's not real, you know. Like at least other horror movies are like it's like obviously like Freddy Krueger and like all that shit. It's like it's not real, you know. Nightmare on Elm Street, like it's not a real thing, but it's not supposed to. It's not true. The scary part about the movie isn't supposed to be that it's real, you know. You know what I'm
idea
saying?
is that it could be like it's not relatable, but like it's realistic almost. Like that's why I couldn't be able to watch like those lost tapes, like shows.
Mm.
Like it just looks too real.
One thing that we
In
noted,
my eyes.
Sorry, one thing that we noted when we were doing the conclusive playthrough is that a big thing, or just generally through the Basement of Frights, is the big thing about horror movies and horror games is that one thing that's able to pull the scariness that extra level is whether or not it matters when you see this, like, the big scary monster. You know, it's the reveal of that. Like, do movies get ruined by that, or does that not matter? Because in the case of It, there's no reveal. You know what he looks like, and they show him off instantly. They show Pennywise off in the first scene of the movie. And it's still terrifying the entire time because of the tone of the movie. But you have other movies like Insidious, or Insidious 2. I think Insidious 2 did a weird job.
Insidious, yeah, no, they show off Darth Maul, and it's
Yeah, they
Insidious
show off
1.
Darth Maul at the end.
It's
It's
this
just
Darth
like,
Maul looking thing, and they do
Yeah.
it for a jump scare, and it just at that point in the movie's over.
because they show their final hand. They show their trump card.
Well,
You know?
it's fucking creepy. The whole I think that's a really good example of like showing the villain or the ghoul is it ruins the movie because like Insidious is really creepy. Like the kid's like floating off of the ground, and like there's like one scene earlier in the movie where it's like nighttime and they're all sleeping and the kid's just floating around the house,
Yeah.
and like you know it's spooky. And then by the end of it, like the main character's going into the ghost world to go save his trapped ghost son, and it's like it's just dumb. It's like at that point it's like a Goosebumps TV show.
Yeah.
Like it's not even remotely creepy at that point, and it's dumb.
Well, that's one thing I think that found footage films actually do well, is that they bypass the problem of the reveal because it never really happens.
Yeah, usually it's very
Because
uncommon.
it's
Like you just see
people-
dead people.
Yeah, it's just people that are going around and they're too scared to fucking get their camera to look at the thing because they're too busy running away from it. You know? Because the
Yeah.
footage is based on the people that are there. So it makes sense that they don't want to get a good shot of the monster, which gives it that extra power of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Which is why I like that stuff. I think they
You
do
know
a
what's-
good job of that.
Do you know what's an interesting way to see if like you ever see on YouTube like scary like videos where like something comes at you,
Mhm.
like so, like it's just a regular guy, and then like all of a sudden there's a monster behind him, and it, like gets him.
Yeah.
Do you know what's a really interesting way to see if that's actually like obviously all of them are fake, but like I actually want to go through something related. But do you know what's a good way to tell if they're fake right away? If the monster jumps at the camera instead of the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it jumps at the camera, then it's meant to scare to scare you, not
Yeah.
viewer. That's a good way. Like there was a video. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it was like of hands, right? And it's like these hands coming from the ground, and then like
I know what you're talking about.
the screen goes black, and then it's just this giant hand monster in front of him, and it jumps at the person, but it doesn't jump at the person, it jumps at the camera.
Oh.
So
That's
it's
dumb.
like that's obvious, like it's fake,
Yeah.
you know?
You want it's like you have to the power in it is that it's the person who's holding the camera is just as real as the monster. It's not like a point of view kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's that it's found footage. It's yeah.
Well, I think that's
Exactly.
why. Oh god, what's that movie? What's the first found horror movie? It's with the witch in the woods. I forgot the name of it now.
Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project. That one's really good because you don't actually see. You don't see anything that's actually 100% proof there's some sort of spooky witch in the woods. Like you see like dead bodies, like obviously people die in the movie, and you see a lot of things that are fucking creepy. Like they wake up one morning and like all the rocks and like in their the little area around their camp are like stacked up in like little creepy ways, and like they just make it. That movie's really good. I think that's a very scary found footage movie.
To add on to, I think who's talking about like the YouTube like YouTube Tone was. To add on to that, I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube where it would be like dolls kind of moving their heads on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'd be like a father or somebody recording their daughter like sit on the ground playing with like new dolls or some shit, and then like one like near her would turn their head towards her.
Mm-hmm.
And like to me it looks like that the girls are reacting like genuinely scared, but at the same time to kind of like agree with Tone on like how you can tell they're fake is that the camera doesn't like react at all, like just the girl.
Oh yeah.
So like wouldn't like the father kind of like freak out or whoever's filming it freak
exactly.
I
out?
would hope so.
Yeah.
Like the camera movement's crucial.
Like without like if you don't think of that, you like it looks like real.
Or like,
like
all of like the videos of like the mirror looking back when the person's not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's yeah. All right, I just want to ask you guys a question. I'm pretty sure you guys did all this like in the first podcast, but I really want to know. Do you guys like believe in like what's the extent? What's the paranormal extent? Do you not believe? Do you only believe in some paranormals? Do you believe in others or none or all of them? What like Justin, take me through. Like what do you believe in?
Are we talking like just ghosts in general?
Anything, dude. Like paranormal, extraterrestrial. Actually, not
interterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
What about
it's
interterrestrial?
The aliens that live inside
Intergalactic
the Earth.
planetary.
But
yeah, fuck extraterrestrial. I'm talking paranormal.
Yeah, so ghosts. I think that I guess is possible. I don't know. My idea was always that it's not that it's like some like otherworldly spirit, like someone who died, like coming back, and it's just some weird thing we can't really explain yet. Like either it's like I don't know, you know.
So you're thinking like there's a scientific thing?
Yeah, it's not that it's literally a spirit. It's something we just don't understand yet.
Okay.
And
you don't believe in like demons and that shit?
And I guess like with the way I think of it is like it's totally possible that there's something like that, like where it's like we just don't understand it. Like I don't think there's demons in the sense of like God and the demons like fighting each other.
But that's dope.
But more, yeah, it is pretty dope. But more in the way of like there's something that's malicious that we don't understand. That we just don't, we just don't understand how to, like why it, like what it is or why it is.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's got to be some sort of reason behind it if there is something like that. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. What do you think, Matt?
Well, if there's gods like me walking around, there's got to be some demons around there too, right?
Come on.
I know that was bad. That was really bad.
Give me the serious. Yeah,
I said it the same way last time. I'm pretty religious, so I do believe in angels and demons and shit like that. You know, I don't know because I mean, you barely think that there's a real extent that God plays in micromanaging lives and shit. You know, if you believe in it at all. Like I barely believe in the micromanagement aspect of it. So I don't know how effective those kinds of demons or angels are in our everyday lives, if they're roaming around, if they're doing spooky shit, if they're doing cool shit. I don't know, but
demons
I think
keep knocking over your sandwiches off the
dude,
table.
I swear to God though, man, I put shit down and it's not there when I come back.
Demons.
It happens all the time. It's got to be the demons. It's got to be the gnomes. It's got to be the fucking gnomes, man.
The gnomes, dude.
It's the gnome. I believe in the gnomes. That's all I fucking believe in.
Yeah.
The gnomes that move my shit when I fucking put shit down. That's what I believe in. That's final.
I feel like religion and ghosts kind of go against each other in a way, just because ghosts is like, because if like if it works out how you're supposed, you die, you go to heaven or hell.
I think
then there shouldn't really be any ghosts, right? Like,
I think Catholicism and ghosts go against each other.
Yeah, that's true. I guess religion outside of Catholicism, because like Buddhism is like reincarnation and stuff. So I guess maybe you'd be a ghost for a bit. Who knows?
So maybe not ghosts, but like angels, because the Catholicism's totally down with like angels coming down and doing a bit of shit every now and then. Like guardian angels is a big thing in the Catholic Church, and I mean, so are demons walking around and possessing people every now and then. I actually don't know the Catholic stance on possessions.
I think they have.
They do. They do have.
They have priests that like are trained
like,
to do exorcisms.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That'd be pretty crazy. Like being a guy is like, yeah, I'm trained to do exorcisms.
It's like
no, well, priest. That's just a priest's job. But like, I don't know.
They can.
I'm not sure.
Do ordained.
I wonder what
exorcisms.
priests that are trained in performing exorcisms think of it. Do they think that their job's
just
a
a
fucking
load of
joke,
shit
or exactly.
I don't think they do.
I feel like
No,
you'd have
there's
to.
no way
I
you
would
could-
hope not.
There's
You'd
no
have
way
to
you can
believe
kind of
it.
think like that.
because that's the
yeah.
whole thing is you got to believe so you can overpower the demon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'd have to believe the shit out of it.
Yeah. What do you think, Diaz?
I say I do believe. Yeah, I'm kind of debating it right now, but ultimately, I think I do believe that there's like ghosts, like if somebody passes away, that they have some sort of, I guess, almost soul that has to go somewhere. Up to that, I don't know, but like farther than that, like talking about like entities, like I've watched like a lot of like ghost shows and stuff like that, and one word that they do use is like entities sometimes, where it's like a little more, so to say, powerful, where like it involves poltergeists and shit, where they can move stuff around. And I know I talked about this in the other podcast. I was gonna say previous podcast, in the first one, like stuff that like I've experienced personally. So, mostly I believe.
Well, can I hear like one or two things? Just because I'm gonna say my thing. I'm gonna say my part, and then I'm gonna say something that happened to me. Why I feel like it.
What the fuck was that noise?
No, that's one thing, dude. One of the times, like in this new house, when we were playing Dota one night, and you guys said you heard a voice and you couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
I said it.
And you guys, all
No,
of you,
I did.
Justin did, James did. You're like, yeah, it came from your mic, Diaz, and it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm alone, so that was pretty uncomfortable. Also, 2 years ago, over the summer, I was home alone for a week. 2 in the morning downstairs watching like South Park or something. I heard 3 knocks at my door. 3 knocks. 2:30 in the morning. The light didn't go on. It's motion censored. My dog's going off. I don't even bother. I
would
keep my lights on. I don't check my windows. I keep the door closed.
Hey,
I just let my dog go off.
Vampires can't come in if you don't let them. So that's a rule. They're
That's
gentlemen.
spooky, dude.
They're gentlemen.
And then, I mean, there are a couple other times where
I don't want you to be
guess-
repeating everything. I didn't want to get a gist.
no. It's just the one other time I think was kind of like more relatable to the poltergeist kind of thing is when I worked at my previous job selling shoes. In the stock rooms at like in the night, in the morning when you're by yourself, you kind of feel like watched and uncomfortable. And I heard like something fall from a rack before. That definitely wasn't me.
And there was no one else there because you're opening the store up first.
Yeah, about myself.
That's freaky, dude. That's
All right,
freaky.
Tone, let's hear your story.
Also another thing is Diaz. When I said I heard something scream.
No,
I
somebody
didn't-
talked.
No. I heard somebody scream, and it wasn't somebody else. It was you, because it was like this. Ready? I'm gonna just do what Diaz does sometimes. All right, we're playing Dota, right? And he'll be playing, and he'll go, "Oh," and so he'll say something, and I'll say, I said, Diaz, why'd you just scream? Like, then what happened?
That wasn't it, dude.
And then he was like, I didn't scream. And then I was like, Diaz, it was you. But it was like I knew it was you. That's why I said no. It's not in the background. It was you.
You guys were saying that you heard voices, and
Yeah, no,
I didn't hear
apparently,
voices.
apparently it was
there
coming
was one
from my
time
mic.
where like there was just
Maybe
some
it wasn't
weird
me
voice
then.
or some shit.
And
Maybe
I'm
that
alone in my
wasn't me
room.
then, because there was one time where I heard Diaz could just go, oh, and then I was like, Diaz, what the hell? And he was like, what? I didn't say anything. And it's like, yes, you did. You just said it. But anyway, for me, I didn't. For the longest time, I didn't believe in shit, and I was like, fuck this. Obviously, like, I'm Catholic, so I believed in all that. You know, like, if you believe in one, you have to believe in the other. So I believe in the devil, I believe in God, all that stuff. I didn't believe in ghosts for the longest time. I was like, fuck that. It's not like I'm a very scientific guy. Like, fuck that. Science, the ghosts, there's no proof. Until one day, a couple of, maybe last year, my room, so I think me and my sister both think that my room's haunted. I don't know why, but every so often there's a few days in a month where I cannot sleep in my room. For as hard as I try, I cannot sleep in my room, just because like I feel unease, I feel cold, it's just bad, like I cannot sleep. And I thought that was just me, you know, until a couple, maybe it wasn't the summer that just happened, it was last summer. I was falling asleep and I woke up. And by the way, one of the worst times to ever wake up is 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, okay, then I could fall back asleep and wake up at like 12.
You wake up
Or
at
I can
6.
just stay up and then be at 5. Be up at 5 and I'll be tired for the rest of the day. It's like one of the worst fucking times to wake up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I woke up at 5, but it wasn't like anything. It was just like I woke up, you know? And I was like, oh, fucking hell. Like, I was just not happy. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to try to fall asleep. If I wake up in the afternoon, I wake up in the afternoon. So I close my eyes, and like, this shit has never happened to me, and I have no explanation. I close my eyes and I hear whispering. And I open my eyes, obviously. It was like a quiet whispering. I opened my eyes and I went to go check. Maybe because if my parents were up, then I was gonna stay up. But they weren't up. So I went back to bed. By this point, it's like 5:02. Close my eyes, and I hear whispering again, but it's a little bit louder. And I swear, I'm not even lying. I'm not even joking. I swear to God. And I opened my eyes again, and I went to go check in my sister's room, because I didn't check my sister's room. I checked in my sister's room, she was dead asleep. I thought maybe she was like talking or something. And I closed my eyes, and I hear whispering again, but now it's a little bit louder. And I decided, you wanna know what, fuck this, I'm just gonna try to sleep through it. I think it's just in my head. But the whispering kept getting louder and louder and louder until it was like screaming in my ear.
What?
And I woke up and I had cold sweats and it was 6 o'clock.
Oh. That sounds
I- I cannot
Torture.
explain that at all.
I talked about something similar in the other podcast
just-
because
it
that was
just
in my old
jumped.
house, dude.
It jumped from 5 to 6, and I got up and I got out of bed and I went for a run around the block. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But after that day, I now believe that my room is haunted, and I have no idea. Like I believe in ghosts. I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, this shit happens.
Mhm.
I don't know. I swear to God, that happened to me. That was scary. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Mhm.
But like, shit has happened to my parents, and I won't go into that. But
Yeah, you
like,
can.
where it's like,
If you
I'll
know
go
the
into
story.
one. There's a few. I know the stories. There's a few stories, and there's one story that my dad won't tell me because he said if he tells me, he won't be able to sleep, so he won't tell me. I'm kind of pissed. But there was one time where my mom was getting married. Well, obviously, but my mom was close to my mom. My mom has a brother. My mom was very close to my mom's brother's wife's mother. So my mom's mother-in-law or whatever, you know. Well, I guess not my mom's mother-in-law, but my uncle's mother-in-law. She passed away, but she was close. And she passed away before my mom got married. So my uncle and my mom used to live in the same building, 1 floor apart. And my mom asked my aunt if they were going out to dinner. And my mom asked my aunt if she could have any stockings, right? And my uncle works in like office work, so he had the old like beepers and stuff, like old cell phones, right? And my mom said, "Can I get one of your stockings?" And my aunt said, "Okay." So she went to upstairs to get the stocking. And she said, for some reason, she told me, she said, for some reason, I just said, "Oh, she said my aunt's the woman that passed away's name. Oh, I'm getting married." And she heard my uncle's beeper go off. And she was like, "Oh, I should probably tell my uncle that." She said I should probably tell my brother that he forgot his beeper. So he quickly called her back, and she said, "Hey, I just got the stocking, but but John left the beeper. Left his beeper at home." And she said, "No, she didn't. No, he didn't. He has his beeper with him." And she said she can't explain why she heard the beeper. That's one thing that she told me. I was like freaking out.
Oh.
Another story was, we had my grandpa's brother. My grandpa's brother passed away, and this one is a little bit more coincidence, but they had no way of knowing whether when they passed away. But my grandpa was out, and he was doing different things, right? He knew that his brother was in the hospital, but like he went to go visit, and then he came back, and he was doing things around the house. The power went out at 9:30. The power comes back at 9:35. He gets a call at 9:37 saying that his brother just passed away at 9:30.
Damn.
And that was another creepy thing that happened. But those are my 2 stories. Those are my 3 stories. The one that happened to me, I don't know. I don't know if the other ones that happened were real. I trust the people that told me that they're real. The one that I told you is 100%. It happened to me. That was scary. I can't explain it.
That's why the only way to be safe from ghosts is to be Helen Keller. You can't let your senses trick you. It's impossible.
Is that how you're gonna finish my stories? Wow.
Yeah, Helen Keller would survive a ghost fight because she can't see him.
They can't trigger. They can't trigger. She goes purely based on intuition and just fights it to the death.
Well, I was gonna say she could probably reach into the ghost because she's got no senses like that, so she could just punch right through the ghost into its heart, to its ghost heart, and kill it.
Jesus.
Those stories were fucking creepy though.
Yeah, they're weird.
That was weird as shit. Oh, stuff gives you chills, man. Stuff gives you chills, like number 15 kind of chills.
Did you guys have any stories that you told in the past one?
Yeah. we told stories.
We had.
Can I just want to hear one. I don't want you repeating too much. You know, like I said, I don't want too much repeating. I just want.
I'll tell mine because it's a wholesome ghost story.
All right, tell me the wholesome ghost story.
It's so wholesome. Maybe a month after my grandma passed, I was just chilling in bed, about to go to sleep, and I said, I kind of thought to myself like if you're here, give me a sign. And the computer that I had across the room, kind of like the screen flicked on. And I was just like, huh.
That's pretty cool.
And that was that.
That's pretty cool.
Justin, when your grandma passed, did they write "Rest in Peace" on her tombstone by any chance?
Oh no.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because she'd be in the skeleton war then.
She'd be drafted. She'd be drafted.
That would suck. That would fucking suck, dude.
That would suck. Yeah. Good thing.
Oh man,
right, cool.
The skeleton war, the great skeleton war.
The great skeleton war.
Can I just learned about this? Can somebody explain what the skeleton war is?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the great end time war that will happen during the apocalypse. And basically, if on your tombstone it doesn't say "Rest in Peace," your bones will rise from the grave and you'll be a skeleton fighting for the skeleton army in the skeleton war.
Because you didn't opt out.
Yeah, you didn't opt out by having rest in peace because you're not resting then.
It's
But
kind
who
of
are
like
they fighting?
The humans.
it's what it's
You're gonna
the
take
end
your
times,
bones.
Tone. They're gonna they're gonna get drafted into the war.
You don't want
Okay.
your bones taken, do you?
I thought. See, when I think of Skeleton War, I remember the memes from last year where it was like, we're gonna rise up against the fuckboys. That's what I thought.
What?
That's what I thought
I
instantly.
forget
You
about
never
I don't
that.
seen
remember
that?
this.
You don't remember?
I've been
Are you
I remember
serious?
The
I've been
skeletons,
rising
they
up
don't,
against
they,
the fuckboys since day one.
they do it against the fuckboys. You know, they play their
They
trumpets.
do it against the fuckboys. Diaz,
Oh,
you never seen this before?
I don't remember that meme.
Why?
I know 2 or 3 years ago when it was like doot doot with the skeleton.
Yeah.
That's still a thing, dude. But now it's Undertale. Sans.
Yeah, now it's just
Yeah,
sad.
Sans
Disgusting.
Undertale. You think Sans? I mean, Sans can never really die.
Hey,
but
wait,
he
I'll
can
link a
also-
picture here of the skeleton of a poster of propaganda for the Skeleton War.
Good
It's
idea.
telling you to
Yeah.
enlist.
So when is it? When do you guys think the Skeleton War is gonna happen?
Halloween, dude.
Tomorrow?
Soon.
This is really strong. Oh my god, I'm looking at the fucking TikTok thing in the chat directly above it, and it's just some
Unity?
dude eating Thanos' ass as the thumbnail.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, that is something that's basically the same as the Skeleton War. I mean, it's,
Yo,
it's
Thanos-
equally horrifying.
Thanos looking thick.
Okay,
thick
but
as
I have a
bullet.
question
Uh-huh.
about this Skeleton War photo, and put it on the screen right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
And now zoom in on the RIP on the tombstone.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
see.
contradictory of what you guys are telling me?
That's someone they just killed and took their bones, probably.
Yeah, I don't think this guy came back. I don't think this guy rose up
Yeah.
because it doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Man. I think you're at a loss.
I-
Why do
We're
they
up-
have rapiers?
Because rapier is the choice weapon of the
Were
skeleton.
you not? Do you know anyone who wasn't buried with a rapier?
A few, yeah.
I
A
don't.
few.
I don't know anyone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe like 99.88888899999% of people in the world.
I want to be
People are
married
maybe-
with a rapier.
When people are buried, they get their preferred weapon of choice, and people that are gonna join the Skeleton War know a skeleton can only hold a rapier, because they don't have the muscle to hold like a battle axe or something.
Okay,
or his Y-hand.
Saying that they don't have the muscle is an understatement. They don't have any muscle to
Yeah.
hold anything.
Yeah, but they still have their
What are you
base.
talking
They have
There's
about?
still the
willpower,
base
though.
strength
They have-
stat of
yeah,
like
there's-
3. So like they can hold a rapier, but they can't hold like a regular sword or a battle axe or his Y-hander of some kind. You know?
And I mean, the skeletons are obviously being raised by some sort of necromancer or warlock, so they would definitely be at least given some base stats and some base
Yeah.
strength. You know.
Wouldn't they just be holding a dagger then?
Well, that's.
I mean, they could,
don't have
but
dex.
rapiers
They don't
have longer
dex.
range.
I don't
I'm
know.
mad.
I don't know about their. I don't know about what would be the base stat of the skeleton, man. What would be their base stats?
I don't know.
They'd have
calcium
pretty
5.
high. They'd have some sort of like. They'd be low strength, low int because they're probably reanimated and they don't really have anything. Like they just take orders.
Okay.
Low charisma.
Low charisma,
Probably high
High
leadership,
wisdom.
though. High
high
leadership.
wisdom because they're ghouls. You know, because they were people at some points. They have some life experience.
See, what I'm thinking is like they have low everything.
Low everything except for Dex, because as we've
'Cause they're
known
base-
through Dark Souls,
Yeah.
they can fucking leap through the air and like barrel roll towards you with their sword out.
Those attacks are the fucking
So-
best, dude.
So
but
you
they're
need
like
high
base
Dex to do that.
skeletons.
Yeah, you know they're probably not too high strength. They're like too high stat. They don't have a high stat total.
Their power
I'm trying
comes
to
in their
say.
mass. In the mass.
Yeah,
is the
there's just so
skeletons that
many
exist.
skeletons.
There's too many. It's the end times. I mean, you're not going to get taken out by experienced warriors because all the experienced warriors are the ones that are alive.
Man, I'm gonna etch out RIP on your tombstone when you die.
That's
Just to
fair.
make sure.
I respect that. But see, I actually wanted to go into that. Do you guys, like, when I die, I want to be shipped out into the fucking ocean in a boat with a bunch of fireworks on it, just exploded. There's no way I'm getting drafted into the skeleton war.
I just
Because I'm
wanna
not
be
gonna,
thrown in
I'm
the
not gonna
dumpster.
have a skeleton.
Like Danny
the
DeVito.
fuck?
Like I
I'm
just
not
want to
gonna
be
have
thrown
a
in the
skeleton
dumpster.
anymore. Yeah, just throw 'em in a
throw me in a
dumpster.
dumpster for the raccoons and the rats.
Yeah. So what about you guys? What are you thinking for your burials?
This is dark, but also appropriate.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
SpookyCast.
Spooky.
For me, actually, Diaz, you go ahead.
I want to be shipped to France and brought down to the catacombs that have not been explored yet and been buried there.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Jeez, you're not French.
I actually might be part French.
What?
You like 12%?
I don't even know, but like from like where my grandpa is from Mexico, that France used to own. My grandpa's like over 6 foot. So but then like
What does
he
that
has
mean?
like that.
That
He
means
has
he
like
has
that
to be
lighter tone.
French.
He has that lighter tone, and my mom thinks that maybe a great grandpa is someone in the past might be French.
Yo, I had someone
That's
tell me last
interesting.
night that being 25% Filipino makes you not. It doesn't make you Filipino. You want
I
to
could be
you want to
buried in the
explain you want to
catacombs.
explain the stats on that for me, anyone? That being 25% like anything doesn't make you that race. It's just like I'm 50% Italian. Does that
I mean,
make
no, it makes
barely-
you 25% that race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can call yourself Filipino if you're 25% Filipino.
I guess he's
right?
trying to say like, or I don't know, they're trying to say like.
Something
I guess it's
stupid.
just because it's annoying when someone's like, "Oh, I'm 10% Italian." That means that I love pizza and I'm like.
But 25% is a considerable amount.
It's a decent amount. But still, I guess he's just
Quarter.
trying to say like you're not like a Filipino person if you don't like if you don't know anything about like the Filipino culture.
Well, you're not a Filipino
you-
person if you're not born in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But
You know what he's
you're-
trying to say, like-
you still have some Filipino in you if you have 25% Filipino.
I think that's just the concept of like someone shouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm Italian. My mom is Italian. That makes me Italian, and I love spaghetti and pizza and pasta." Like.
Yeah. Like I'm fully Italian. Both my dad and my mom, we're both 100% Italian, second generation, and I identify as an Italian. I identify as an American Italian because I, first of all, am American, but second of all, I take my Italian culture very seriously, and I follow all the customs and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
you wake up,
I eat
you bathe in marinara sauce.
Pasta every Sunday. Every Sunday is pasta, obviously. I eat a lot earlier than a lot of people.
Yeah, I have those early
And I
4
have
o'clock
big,
dinners.
a lot of big meals too. So I don't have to have more food at night.
Because
but we do-
eating's a
and,
family
like-
event.
Yeah, exactly. And like family's big thing, and you always eat together. You don't eat in separate rooms. You eat at a central table. Like I follow a lot of Italian customs, but I don't like if somebody asks me like what I am, I'm gonna say I'm American first.
I feel like it's self-explanatory if you're American. Like
Yeah.
I would always, I not to say that I don't identify as American, but I'd be like, well, what nationality? You're like, I'm Italian.
No, I'd be if somebody asked me my nationality, I'd say American.
I don't even
You
know.
were
if
born in
somebody asked me-
America.
If somebody asked me my heritage, I would say I'm Italian.
Yeah.
But if somebody asked my nationality is American.
I mean, if someone asked me what nation state I support the government of, I'm like, fuck yeah, America. I don't know, man.
I don't think anyone's gonna ask you that question.
Exactly. That's the issue. It's like when people are asking for your nationality, they're asking like where your family comes from. They're asking.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
that's
in
heritage.
America, that's what they're asking. But if you were to
Yeah.
go across the world and you said, "Oh, I'm 12% Dutch and 20% Italian,"
Yeah.
they'd look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, I've never been.
They're just asking what country you're from and you lived in most of your life. Pretty much.
I know, Tone, you've been across international borders before, or across national
I've been
borders. I haven't.
to many countries.
So I think that's probably one of the key differences in how we in the distinction there. It's like you've probably had to refer to yourself as American to people before. I never.
People
have.
have asked me where I'm from, and I would say American.
Yeah, I've.
Even
I've
though
never had
it's so easy for them to see it, though.
Yeah,
It's so easy for them.
It's
to see it.
because we're all 400 pounds, right?
yeah.
No,
And we're
no. It's just
and wear
honestly.
hats that have stars and stripes on them.
I was told I don't act American, but I look American because of the way I dress.
Because people think Americans
Yeah.
are scumbags.
Yeah.
My
but we're
cousin
not.
told me too.
It's just that Europeans
That's
are
what-
scumbags because they don't have any national identity.
What are you talking about?
Well, the big issue that the EU is facing currently is that borders are kind of meaningless because the creation of the EU was based upon getting rid of the things that people fight these big wars over. Because World War II and after basically the 20th century, Europe's totally ravaged at this point, right? They've been through the era of total war. They're totally fucked. They're done with war at this point. So the idea of the EU was to get rid of the things that people fight wars over, which would be borders and materials. So a part of the issue that they face now, because they've gotten rid of borders, because people can, I forget what the thing is, but you know how when you're going through Europe, you can stamp your passport at one place, and then you don't have to go through customs anywhere else in Europe. Once you enter Europe, you're good. That's a big thing. Where that's how the immigration
it's like
crisis.
the same thing as like if you were going from state to state.
Yes,
You don't
but
have to...
states don't have as much national differences as countries in Europe do, because the history of Italy is much different than the history of France, much different than the history of Great Britain. We don't
Yeah.
particularly have that with states as much.
I'd say New York and Texas is more different than like Norway and Sweden.
I
personally.
think I don't know. I think that part of national difference is like national political beliefs. Because if you're people coming under, a political union, you want to be pretty much aiming towards the same thing, right?
You're telling me that Texas and New York don't have political differences?
They do, but it's all under the same umbrella of liberal democracy. Because all people want the best for our liberal democracy, and we want to keep the fact that people have basic rights in America that we protect with the Bill of Rights and that we
This
protect
isn't
with the
very
Constitution.
spooky.
It's
This
not.
is very spooky.
But my issue was it was just on national identity. I don't know.
I think basically Matt is a goon.
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Is that what we're going for?
I mean that wasn't what I was going for, but you can do that.
Is this how we're gonna end the podcast?
No.
The spooky podcast. We're gonna end it with national discussion.
I always like national discussion, but
You know what's pretty
my
we
scary?
don't have to.
Fucking lizard people.
Mm.
Are you really going on different topics now, Justin? Do not drag that topic in. I swear to God.
I'm gonna do
All
it.
right.
What about lizard
No.
Lizard people, like when people take like a 240p video of Hillary Clinton
My
and,
God.
and she drops like a
Justin
drops
just
like
fucking wrote it in the Google
Yeah.
Sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
just
he
did
didn't
that.
write it. He dragged
I
it.
just dragged that shit right into the.
Hell
We
yeah.
have a Google Sheets where we keep all our topics, but oh shit. But basically, the whole idea with lizard people is that there's the big brain conspiracy lizards that control the earth or some shit. And there's this one video of Hillary Clinton, like she drops like a cough drop out of her mouth or something, and it's like all like phlegmy looking, because it's probably covered in phlegm if she's using a cough drop. But yeah, she like spits it into her water or something, and people were like, "That's a lizard egg." It's like, yeah, no, these lizards that control the entire planet are so stupid that they're just making little mistakes like that on live TV. Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
That's lizard egg.
That's
It's
that's
just so
lizard
dumb. It's like she laid.
Oh my-
People were like, there's literally these videos. It's like she literally laid an egg live on TV.
The fuck?
Yeah, and she also had seizures on live TV too. Come on, you're gonna tell me that as well?
I'm gonna. All right, so I found the video, and this video is named "Hillary Clinton Reptilian Green Substance in Cleveland."
What?
It's because I guess she was in Cleveland.
All right, you gotta.
Who
you
the
gotta
fuck is in
post-
Cleveland, dude?
You gotta put this video.
I'll
on-
put it here for you.
Put it in the description. Put it in
Yeah.
the description.
So she's
So no
basically
copyrights.
she drinks a cup of water, and like a thing slips out of her mouth, and yeah, that's it. And there's some creepy music in the background, because that tells you it's creepy and that it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, of course. Music sets the tone, boys.
Yeah.
We went
Look
over
how
that.
yeah, that is true. We did say that. Man, there are some really stupid videos linked here. Is the Queen of England a cannibal?
Definitely,
Is it a conspiracy?
without a doubt.
Yeah,
That video's
probably.
evidence. I've seen the video's evidence. Now I know.
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely.
didn't think of it before, but now there's a YouTube video on it. I mean, holy shit, it all makes
Dude.
sense.
This just in: lizard people lay eggs from their mouths.
Yeah.
This
Different.
just in.
This Justin. Justin's a
Was my-
fucking lizard.
Justin's
Was
a
my,
lizard, dude.
My cover blown.
Your cover's
Yes.
blown, kid. We got you.
Did somebody add TikTok memes to our fucking goddamn list of topics?
We already talked
just
about
covered
We
that.
covered that like an hour ago.
What
wasn't
the
me.
Okay.
fuck?
So yeah, What's some good conspiracy theories? You guys got any?
Conspiracy theories. I mean, lizard
Anything
people's
else?
always good. I always like the
Are there-
shit where it's like.
Are there any? Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say like I think it's Yellowstone National Park. Like people talking about the end times and like the volcano blowing up there, taking out all of Florida.
Well, that's actually something that could happen.
That's actually
not
a real thing.
Oh,
That's not a conspiracy.
That's not a
theory.
conspiracy. That's just a big ass volcano.
all right. Well, see, I like the realistic stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a serious thing.
That's not.
Matt.
That's
Don't
not
worry,
like
that's-
don't worry, dude. Global warming is a conspiracy.
That's
Come
a
on.
super. That's a super volcano, Matt.
It's a super volcano.
That's
You're
what
making
it-
things up. It's not
The
just. There's no such
Yellowstone
thing. No
super
such thing as
volcano
a
is a
super.
real thing,
No
Matt.
such thing as a super volcano, you idiot.
It has a cape on. That's how you know it's a super volcano, dude.
All right. So what's the difference between a super volcano and a regular volcano? Huh?
I
A
think it's just
super
the size.
volcano, if it erupts, it could literally cause destruction for the entire human race.
Yeah. And what about a regular volcano? You're saying it's not like
Uh,
Pompeii?
Pompeii's a regular volcano. It'll just do Pompeii shit.
It'll just do Pompeii. Yeah, and you're gonna tell me that Bastille wrote a song about a regular volcano and not a super volcano?
Yes.
When's the song Yellowstone coming out? Okay, come on, be realistic.
So I'm looking
here.
up what the definition of a super volcano is.
All right.
It has an eruption of magnitude 8, which is
Yikes.
the largest value on the volcanic explosivity index.
Yeah, well, how come my fucking
And-
Camerupt could use magnitude and hit 10? Okay, idiot. Okay, come
you
on
know,
now.
you got a point.
Come on now, be
It's a
realistic
super
here.
volcano.
No
Clearly.
such thing as a super volcano.
It also means it says this means the volume of deposits for that eruption is greater than 1,000 cubic kilometers, or 240 cubic miles.
It also means that if it goes off, it can create climate change, such as a small ice age.
Yeah, and then specifically for the Yellowstone, it says here at this link, it would spew ash for thousands of miles, damaging buildings, smothering crops, shutting down power plants.
So-
That's terrifying.
Can we stop a super volcano by just plugging it up?
You can't stop a volcano in general. If it goes off, we
But-
just die. And that's
But it
it.
only, but it
You
only
just put a
there's-
giant cork on it.
there's only one hole that it comes out of. It comes out of the top. So if you plug the top, then
It'll
it's
just
done,
explode.
right? No, it's just what?
It'll-
If you put
Yeah.
it depends on the size of the cork and also how good the cork quality is.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering.
Like if you put like just like a regular wine cork, like a small one, like it would do nothing. You know, it'd just break it.
But it has to be,
volcano
it'd be a
explode.
really big one, obviously.
But if you made a really big
ass.
one that
You
was
plug the
super
volcano.
strong, it would explode. The volcano would explode, but it would go back down, killing the volcano.
super volcano, super plug. That's all you need, right?
Yeah, because the volcano would erupt, but there's nowhere for it to go, so it'd shoot all the way back down into the heart of the volcano, which is a giant beating heart, by the way. And then the heart would get covered in lava and it would die, and the volcano would be extinct.
If we took a bunch of ice cubes and threw them in a volcano, that would stop it, right?
Yeah, I mean probably.
Actually, would the temperature
if-
change of the ice cubes hitting the lava just cause a pressure explosion?
Maybe.
If you threw enough, it'd probably do something.
I'm talking about some big ice cubes here, kid.
Like
Okay?
if I don't know,
I'm
some
talking
hella
like
big ice cubes.
I'm talking like you're just gonna fucking take the glacier
You could
that
probably
the Titanic ran into
you
and
could probably
just
do
drop it
some
in a
fucked
fucking
up shit
volcano.
with that. That'd be pretty cool. I want to see that now.
I want to see that happen, right?
We got to get the technology to drop glaciers in.
We
into
need the tube
volcanoes.
technology.
Yeah, tube technology, basically.
The last major volcano that erupted was a level 7 on the scale, magnitude 7,
Where was that?
and it happened in Indonesia in
Fucking Indonesia.
1815, and 1816 became known as the year without a summer,
That's spooky.
where it was incredibly, where the summer was says here, what does it say? Average global temperature decrease of 1 degree Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Fahrenheit
That's nothing.
in the northern hemisphere.
That's weak. 2 degrees? Come on, I can change the temperature.
average. That's just an average.
Nah, don't worry. It only changed by 2 degrees everywhere then. Duh. that's what the average means. Come on. Be real here.
Let's talk about the real scariest thing of them all.
Oh wait, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just keep going.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry. I keep.
I didn't
cutting
actually
people
have
off.
anything.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
just gonna. I was looking through the list while I said that.
I have a serious question that I want you guys to answer seriously. Are there any conspiracy theories that you 100% buy into?
No.
That you 100% will say yes, that's true.
Well, it depends. I get. What are you saying is a conspiracy? theory?
Well, tell me, and I'll say yes, it's a conspiracy theory. No, it's not a conspiracy.
I think the funniest one. I don't believe this, but I think the funniest one is just that JFK's head just exploded.
No, no,
They
we're
don't know what
talking
happened.
like
His
we're
head just
talking like-
exploded.
100% conspiracy theories. Like you buy into it. Is
I don't
Diaz
know.
even still here?
Oh my god, this fucking kid. This dumb
he
fucking
gone?
kid. I can't believe
I
it.
was gonna say Diaz hasn't talked.
Yo,
in like
this is a-
3
This is a
hours.
found footage film. Diaz got abducted 10 minutes ago. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, we're just dropping like flies.
We're dropping like flies, man. All right, keep going.
We
Conspiracy
didn't.
theories.
I didn't tell you guys, but I hired a murderer to go to one of us.
Did
I guess it
Diaz-
was Diaz.
Do we think
It's
if
Diaz.
Diaz's internet shit out? Because that was happening to him earlier.
No, it's probably fine.
Maybe.
He's definitely just fucking jacking off or taking a shit. One of the two.
Yeah, one of them.
Both are
Anyway.
fair options.
Are there any conspiracies that you 100% buy into?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never really been like big into conspiracies and shit. You know, I'm only I know everything, so nothing's a
Like, do
conspiracy.
you guys think? Do you guys think that aliens are
Is that considered a
living
conspiracy
among
theory?
us?
Oh, no.
yes.
No, no,
Aliens
I don't think
are
there's
like
aliens
living
among us.
among us. Lizard people take over the fucking country.
I had a homeless
uh,
guy tell me that one time.
The Illuminati is a real thing.
All I'm saying is
Is any of these conspiracies?
we gotta
No,
drain.
that you
We
buy
gotta
into.
drain the swamp because the lizard people function best in water. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
It is. Dude, what if
Oh
what
my
if
God.
That's
the
funny.
entire Congress was actually just in a swamp? Like they just filled a room with like bog water.
The
and,
Bogdanovs.
like,
gotta
there's,
clear
like,
the
Yo,
swamp.
I believe in the Bogdanovs controlling the stock market. That's a fact. That's
I
a
really
fucking
like.
fact.
Sorry, to go back, but I just really like the idea that in the Congress building, there's like a single alligator in the water, and like every once in a while, it just like kills someone and they have to replace them.
There's a lot of people. They can do it.
All right,
Yeah.
we gotta drain this swamp. Like it's getting too crazy
It's
right
just
now.
a real fucking swamp.
There is a
Yeah.
whole family of alligators. It is too dangerous. We cannot deal with this.
We have to drain this.
Gotta
fucking
reset.
swamp.
Gotta reset, boys. Get new crocodiles in here.
Get new
but
crocodiles.
seriously,
Yeah, no. Well, obviously you gotta.
They're just switching them out.
They just have to switch them out
new
because.
crocodiles.
Yeah, of course.
Family-friendly
They
crocodiles.
crocodiles
need
are
the
too dangerous.
crocodiles. Have you guys not read the fucking Constitution? Part of it says that they need
There must be a
real life
crocodile present.
crocodiles present in order to perform legislation.
Yeah, because crocodiles are the most fair and they know justice.
They are justice. They're justice incarnate.
Crocodiles are justice.
Yeah.
Crocodiles are justice.
This is supposed to be about scary stuff.
Crocodiles are scary.
Crocodiles.
It's kind of scary how we can't stay on a fucking topic for 30 minutes.
I mean,
That's pretty scary.
That's the
That's pretty
scariest part
fucking
about all
scary.
this. I would agree.
Anyway, we're at fucking an hour and 43 minutes in. We should probably wrap this up soon.
Yeah, we
Is
can.
there any late thoughts that people have? Any- Anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get to?
Oh, back when we were talking about how the monster reveal ruins the movie.
Okay.
There's this one movie called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and it's got that same kind of thing where like for like half the movie there's just spooky shit happening. Like there's these little monsters living in this home, and they're just fucking with the family in there. Like they're just like stabbing knives through through the locks and doors. So like you go to like open a door and like it's just like a knife stabs you and stuff. And it's creepy, like the idea of these little things like just in your home. And then they show them and they're just like these little rat people and like they're just like, that's not scary. It'd be scary if it was real, but it's not scary. Like the concept itself isn't scary enough to be scary in a movie.
yeah.
So that kind of ruined the second half of the movie.
It's just these little rat people
The Skaven, dude.
fucking stabbing people.
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
Skaven.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the vermin.
Hey, all right. Anything else?
Nah,
Anything we missed?
Nope.
I'm not the biggest connoisseur of the scary stuff, so I've pretty much blown my load here.
All right. Stan's Undertale, take us out.